bitch. Wait, what? Dance game's no longer an emote? Or is it just... Okay, it's just Chatty being a bitch. Nothing to it. Please turn on. Please turn on. Please turn on. Please turn on. Okay, here we go. Get the box. Wait, what? Why did he... What? Okay, that box is on the bottom and not the top, which I need to remember. As soon as I turn on analog, my movement gets all funky. I'll do warp 2 one more time. And then I think I'll start runs. Me duelen los dedos. My thumb hurts. My fingers kind of hurt, which is kind of to be expected. It's just the fate of this game, really. Your fingers are going to hurt. Your body's gonna hurt when you run this game. I mean, yeah, it becomes less over time, but it sucks, but I mean, you can't really do much about it, all things considered, since, like, this is just a very input-intensive game. Why did I do that? When you have to do a lot of inputs, games are just gonna hurt your fingers. It's gonna hurt your hands. Though there are ways to mitigate those pains. Sometimes speedrunners should take note of certain things like that, since, like, I dropped my fucking input. A speedrunner should take note of things that, like, a lot of musicians do, since they usually use shortcuts that don't cause them too many issues, which is something that people should do, since, like, you really shouldn't be destroying your hands doing something that you're going to be doing for long periods of time. It's not a good idea. Like, a lot of Crash runners tend to zigzag with their thumbs, and that's not exactly a good thing. Dust and I use our wrists, which actually significantly reduces the amount of strain on your thumbs for this game. And not just on this game, on pretty much any game, really. I mean, imagine you're that one Smash player that actually had to stop, that actually legitimately had to stop playing because Melee was so fucking hard on his hands that he just lost all of his, he literally lost all of his, shit, what do you call that? The little soft part in your bones. All of it went away, and it was one of the most severe cases of arthritis that the doctor had ever seen. And he had to explain to the doctor, like, well, I did it by playing a video game. By the way, it gives more fuel to people to say that video games are bad for you. Ha. I wasn't high enough? Come on. Get up there. Get up there. Damn. It do be like that sometimes. I almost got it that time. Yeah, I had to slow down there. I kind of figured that I had to. You know, it's like, it's an innate feeling eventually. Like, you just kind of eventually know what cycle you're on. So you know when to speed up and when to slow down. Hey, Papa Snake, what's up, dude? No! Thanks for the luck. I knew that was gonna happen. Luckily, this is only practice, so I don't have to give a shit. It's hard to watch because my strats make you want to play. I mean, then play and watch at the same time. Nope. That's what practice is for. You don't get good just by sitting on your ass and doing nothing. No! If I didn't miss the fucking crystal. Wait, what? How did I... Okay. Whatever. If you zigzag more, you make it to the box. This is what calibrated zigzag looks like, by the way. Or not zigzag, but that's what calibrated analog looks like. Oh, 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 oh. I mean, you are looking partially at some dinosaur strats, but at the same time, like, I am just now starting to get back into the groove of things, so I'm starting to get kinda used to running again. You should watch more runs then. Some of the strats that I use are dinosaur runs. Or dinosaur strats. I'm still adjusting, getting back into things. Motherfucker. I'll just pretend like I got that. I've always been like this. I usually have my own strats for things, and a lot of strats that not a lot of people use, either because nobody wants to do them, or because nobody took the time to learn them. Pretty much. And it's not necessarily that a lot of them are hard, it's just that either people don't know about them or they just don't know how to do them. I've always been kind of like a more independent person, though I mean, unlike a lot of people, I have a tendency to also pay attention to other people's stuff and try to like incorporate stuff that they do. Please don't hit nitros. Thank you. Oh shit, don't lag like that. Holy fuck. Just gotta pay attention. Um that's that cycle's gonna be ass cheeks. Got it. Yeah. That was just inevitable. Come on. Get over here. Little bit. Okay. I'll take it. Why not take it? Uh... I have not practiced bear levels. I should probably practice bear levels. I could have done another charge there. I opted out of it. Please do not deload wall. Thank you. I do bear sections a little weird now. Because, like, I'm tired of dropped inputs, so I actually press both circle and R1 when I charge. Because I'm tired of dropped inputs. So that way I have two inputs going in, and that kind of makes everything... It makes it function, that's the thing. That's why I do it, is like... It makes it function better. It's not necessarily actually, like, better, but it gives me more assurance that my charge is going to come out. Though, by technicality, it also means that the game might start dropping more inputs because you're adding more inputs into the mix, and the more inputs you actually do in the game, the more the game has problems with keeping up. I didn't want to charge there because I didn't want to charge there. You don't believe in DI, dropped inputs? No. Dropped inputs do happen in this game. Oh yeah, but you can never predict the timing, is the thing. Like, in a TAS setting, sometimes dropped inputs just happen. But dropped inputs 100% do happen. Sometimes it's due to spin timer being stupid, and it crosses over to other inputs for some reason. Sometimes the game lags the input, and sometimes Sometimes it just literally drops it. Once I do bear down, or not bear down, uh once I do Barret, I will start doing runs and we'll see how that goes. I don't think I'm gonna PB, but I'm not sure I care about PBing yet. I'm still not at the point where I can actually PB. At least realistically. Like, in theory, I have all the stuff I need to be able to PB. But in reality, I'm not consistent enough still to reach a time that's 116 or lower yet. I mean, like, with all the new stuff and everything, like, once I learn a fair amount of the new stuff and once I, like, start nailing things more consistently, my sum of best, first of all, should drop down to about a 112 or 111, something like that. And then that's probably when I'm going to start getting to the 114 level. Huh? I wasn't saying anything sarcastically. Oh, no, 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 I'm not. I have like I have a lot of work to do to get back to the consistency that I used to have. So much. I have so much work to do. Strats, I need to get more consistent at the movement. I need to do like I need to do this and that and all around, all the whatever the fuck. I need to it's not gonna be the thing is I know I have most of the pieces outside of the fact that I use older strats that I need to adjust to. I have most of the pieces. But will they actually it's just that nothing is put together yet. I have a lot of work to do. Hang on a second. Sorry, but we don't do this here. I'm not the legend you think I am. Let's see here. Sorry, but you are not allowed. You are no longer allowed on my channel. User in timeout. Add to block list and restream chat. Yep. People are idiots. Best thing to do is ignore them and block them. Oh, no. I wasn't exaggerating. They're wasting their time and my time. Heh. Joke's on them. I'm not trying to go for PBs yet. I need YouTube mods, pretty much. Is what I need. So I don't have to, Well, I do have YouTube mods, but, like, at the moment, none of them are awake. Or they're doing other things. So, unfortunately, at the moment, I have to do it by myself. Get the box! Ah! Like, the biggest thing is either they actually do respect me for that, which then I question literally everything about them and want nothing to do with them, or they're just there to troll, which, I mean, by that point it's like, you don't feed the trolls, you just block them, ignore them. I should have, yeah. I'm usually paying attention, though that one was a little more sketchy. Those checkpoints are a lot more, Oh no, I don't really hear the sounds. Actually. I mean, I do, but I don't at the same time. Like, I usually have my sound going through my TV, not my headset, but I have my headset on. Damn it. Nope. My headset are like, if you want to kind of like, have an idea as to how it's like, yeah, I can hear the spins, but like, sometimes I can't hear the music. Like, let's say for example, in Digging It, I always think that my disc is fucked because I just can't hear the music. Oh. And I don't want to turn my TV up too loud because I don't like that. And I hate having sound go through my speakers if it's game sound. Oh damn. The game's just laggy today. I really don't like sound going through my headset if it's a game because it's so hard to balance game audio when it comes through your headset, especially if you're like in a call or something. So like most of the time, like say for instance, what I am actually doing is since I use two TVs as my monitors, I actually usually have the game sound go through one of my TVs, depending on the game. Like say for instance, here with Crash 2, since I'm on a console, I'm actually like the sound is actually being recorded through the TV that I'm playing on. But you might just kind of like think, hang on a second. So it's going through that TV. So what are you listening to? Are you listening to the game sound or the recorded audio? Well, the answer is I'm listening to the actual game sound coming through my TV because I can't hear what's being recorded my because my TV is set to the console right now instead of the PC. So I don't hear what's being recorded, so I never get like any audio delay or anything. It just comes through my TV. That's how I set things up. Now, the other thing though is that when I'm playing a PC game, I usually have it come through my other TV because this TV actually has a little bit of a problem with its speaker. It's been broken for a while, so like it has a lot of noise coming through it when I have it on, which is annoying because every time I turn the TV off when I go to sleep and then I turn it back on, I have to mute it. And I frequently lose my remote, so I can't go and mute it. And it's annoying, but like at the same time, you know, it's just that. So usually when I'm playing like say Master Chief Collection or something, I don't do a lot of gaming, a lot of PC gaming, but I do some. Mainly I've been using Master Chief Collection just as a means to play with the Mexican boys and help better my Spanish. But I mean, and some of whom are not actually Mexican, it's just that I don't really know yet. It's just that the community is Mexican, so I just assume everybody's Mexican. Even though they're really just pretty much all Latinos from Latin America, or Latinos who have left Latin America to go to the United States or somewhere else. I lost 10 seconds, by the way. But when I do, it comes through my other TV. And so sometimes, like right now, I actually have two audio setups. One for one TV and the other one for the other TV. And the interesting thing is that when I'm in a call, I actually just switch one of them out. Like usually, I'm fine with how my game sound is set up. So I usually just switch the audio device to the other TV instead, and then I switch the second audio device to my actual headset, and that's how I do audio balancing when I'm in calls in Discord. So I always have two completely separate audio setups, which it's also nice because I don't use actual PC monitors. So like I just use the speakers from my TV instead of like the stuff that's just always going through my headset. It sounds more complicated than it actually is. It's just a switch. It's just like I switch based on what's needed. Okay. Game is not being bitch right now. No? Still not good at that. Damn it. Okay. And I'm ahead. I'm starting to get more consistent, which is nice. I should go back. Hey, Glaxy, thanks for the luck. The more you practice, the more consistent you get. As long as you practice the proper way, because like if you just practice mindlessly, you're not gonna get better. You need to actively like think about what you're doing and what you need to do to improve. Oof. That was almost bad. The game is really trying to drop my inputs here. Oh shit. Okay. Need to be careful there. Case in point. The biggest thing with this game is that you do need to start, like, you need to get used to how you do your own movement. That's one of the saddest things about this game, is that, you really can't use other people's movement to learn how to, like, run the game. You 100% have to use your own movement. Because you are never going to copy someone else's movement. It's not possible. You can get close. Like, I mean, I'm sure Groovy and Boomfan have similar movement because they use the same zigzag and SS. But, or say like with me and Dust, I'm sure you would see that Dust and I have similar movement because we use the same zigzag and SS. But that does not necessarily mean that that we do the same movement. We just have very close to the same spacings. Oh, it's not the controller. Nice lag slide there. Holy shit. I'm not taking chances. I got a lag spike there, but I still was not... I'm not taking chances. Come on. I can make this. Oh, come on. Oh, wow. That's 2 dropped spins. Everybody's hands are like... Everybody's hands are different. Everybody's, like, the way they're gonna zigzag is different. Because of muscles and, like... Everybody has different ways of doing this and that, and this and that, and this and that. So while spacing is the same, the way you deal with spacing is always going to be different. Especially if you do, like... If you don't do the kind of zigzag and assist that Dust and I do, because, like, for us, that's where it starts getting a little tighter. And your... Like, the timing of your spin is almost always going to be the same, or it's going to be close to different. I can't make that. I have to go this way. It can contribute a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's not it's not entirely it's not entirely the case. I'm not dealing with it. I got the lag spike again, but I'm not dealing with it. Um, like it is the case to some degree, but it also isn't. It's hard to explain because, like, yes, certain controllers actually do make certain inputs easier, but the way that Boomfan does zigzagging versus versus like me, for example, like we do different zigzagging. So it's gonna change how you do the stuff. Like Dust ran on a 360 controller back when he played on emulator. And his movement was kind of similar. My movement's different uh because I used to use a Steam controller, an old Steam controller, and it was bad. No. I wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't agree that it's about the... I wouldn't agree that you can do that. I really don't. Now, if we go up to, like, 3 back and forth zigzags per slide, then I would agree with that. But there's too much variance between 1 back and forth and 2 back and forths for slides that you will even press the square button for the spin differently. This is going to be my first sub 14 warp 1 in years. It's just that you can't do the same inputs. Like, I mean, it's just not possible to do the same kinds of inputs. Yeah, input delay also factors in as to your timing, because if you have input delay, you are going to press things a little earlier, and you basically just have to guess and check. I have about the half a frame of delay because I play on an HD TV, an old HD TV, and with my RetroTink, I have like it adds like a couple milliseconds. So it's more like 6/10 of a frame. It's approximately 6/10 of a frame of delay. If you play on like a monitor, then yeah, you're most likely at a similar level of delay. Yep. So you get the same amount of delay as me because of your because of the controller, or if you're on emulator, because you're on emulator. Now with the RetroTink, it really doesn't matter if you're on an HD TV. It's just that like my HD TV just has delay. That's really it. Actually, didn't I get a sub 14 yesterday? I must have, because I was about 10 seconds ahead. So I did get a sub 14 yesterday. Never mind, I'm fucking liar. Oh, puta madre. Presta atención, atención, joder, tío. Ooh, first try, let's go. That was the best egg? What? I would like to get the Tank 5X. And then, like, instead of the 480p that I'm streaming in right now for my PS2, I would be doing it in 1080 or 720. Okay. Now, I will say that, like, the PS1 controller does have an advantage over PS2. It does. It's much easier to zigzag on a PS1 controller. And I believe by default, the PS3 controller should be about the same as the PS2 controller. I don't know about PS4. I've never had a PS4 controller. I'm too fucking poor to get one. And I have no reason to get one, so... You know, you can kind of put 2 and 2 together with that one. Assuming you have a good PS1 controller, I mean... Define good? Because, I mean, while my PS1 controller is not very good, the D-pad is like... The D-pad's still pretty good most of the time. It's just that sometimes there are issues that I have. But I believe most of it's due to age, but it's still workable, is the difference. And I say that as I look over to my analog just to check to make sure it's not dying or dead. Like it was the other day. But I mean, as far as I know, my PS1 controller is actually pretty good when where D-pad works. Oh yeah, like, I wouldn't trust anybody unless you know 100% that they know what they're doing when they refurbish stuff. Like, I wouldn't trust. I wouldn't trust just any random bozo saying like, oh yeah, PS2, PS1 controller is refurbished. Well, you know who also says, like, they have refurbished consoles? GameStop. And if you've ever seen GameStop refurbished consoles, they usually just check to see if it turns on and then clean the outside. And then they call it refurbished and then sell it. Like, I've seen a video where a refurbished PS3 literally had, like, holy fuck. I'm just gonna say, if you're easily grossed out by bugs, mute me. I've heard of, I think, a hornet's nest and a fly's nest inside. Or maggots. No, it was maggots. Because, some like juice got spilled inside of it, which almost fried the motherboard, by the way. And well, of course, you know, flies are gonna get into it and feed off of it. Absolutely disgusting. And they were like, "Yep, refurbished." The worst thing is that it's actually super easy to take apart a PS3 because they only really use a Phillips. They use Phillips screwdrivers, which like literally everybody has, or well, maybe not. I don't know because my dad's a mechanic, so of course he has things like Phillips screwdrivers. He has his own tool. He has his own tools, which I always thought was normal. I just kind of assumed that like all dads had like their own tools. Yeah, so would I. You should have at least one Phillips screwdriver. But like a 360 I can, or like any Xbox console I'd understand because you usually need the what do they call it, the torque? Do they call it the torque? I don't know. Or say with any Nintendo console you need the Tri-Wing, except for the NES, which you need some special bullshit. Or the NES and the N64, you need some special bullshit to get rid of it. Oh, hey, Tankar. I technically have my own. That didn't blow him up. Okay, it did. You don't need to know who Phillips is? Okay, I didn't read that. I really have no idea why the hell they call it a Phillips. The Tri-Wing makes sense because, like, I mean, of course it makes sense. It has 3 prongs. And the reason why Nintendo went for that is because nobody, like, has those. So you have to buy it. No! Dude, that enter key was not meant for the chat. It was meant for my splits. But like a PS3, you have no reason to open that motherfucker up if you receive a new one. You need to check to see if the motherboard needs cleaning. Like, you need to check to make sure the parts need cleaning. Like, 100%. You get a used console, if somebody's returning it, you really should open it up and clean it. Because the next person that gets that console is going to have the same issues as the person who's returning it, and you don't know what the fuck they're doing. And then also, GameStop also has a tendency to, like, abuse the system where they, like, they force the thing to not boot. They know there's a way to force it to not boot, so that the people returning it can't get a good amount of money off of it. So GameStop makes more money off of it for being refurbished. Like, it'll turn on, and then they'll do something that is anybody who knows knows about the console will know that it won't turn on right away, and then the employee turns it on right away, or tries to, and it doesn't work, and it's like, the console's defunct. We'll take this much money for it. The fact that GameStop has not been sued over this kind of shit is incredible. So, be glad that you in the UK, you people in the UK, do not have GameStop. GameStop is corrupt. But I mean, in my eyes, like, maybe back, maybe back in the day when I got, you know, my PS2s and whatnot that were like, you know, from a game store, they're used. Obviously, they're used. You're not getting a PS2 new unless you get one off of eBay for $1,000 fucking, and I'm not paying $1,000 fucking because it's not worth $1,000 fucking. But scalpers are like, oh hey, we can inflate the prices because, haha, because these people really want them and they'll buy them. I saw fucking RetroTink 5X going for $600. Like, that shit goes for 300 retail. And the person said it was very used too. So like, yeah. I never buy things in the box because I always know they're literally fucking scamming. Oh damn. But I mean, nowadays, if I get like a new console or something, not usually with controllers, but with a new console or something, I usually want to open it up and see what the hell is inside of it. You know, just in case it needs a little bit of cleaning or something, because you don't know the owner of those consoles. You don't know what they've been doing. They could have fucking had some freaky fucking sex on that shit. And then somehow some of the juices got inside the motherboard, which would be disgusting, by the way. But you gotta think about those things. That's the reality. That's the sad reality. Is you have to think about those things when you get a new buy a console used nowadays. I mean, you technically had to do that before, but I mean nowadays, since like when you're buying a used console, usually people don't take care of them as much because a lot of people get consoles now, even retro consoles. So you gotta think, like, if you're someone like me, and I'm gonna be 100% honest, I'm not very good with cleanliness, but like I'm a huge stickler when it comes to things like my electronics. So like you gotta stop reading discs, open it up. Had his son's name tag in the disk drive? Seriously? How? So like I'm a huge stickler when it comes to say like particles in I'm a huge stickler when it comes to things like particles and things getting on my electronics. Like usually when I eat, like when I started the stream, not this particular stream, but the one that I had before the damn thing told me I had to restart to put this damn thing on YouTube. I was eating and I had, you know, my food in one hand and I was using everything in my other because I don't like getting things like grease or dust or whatever on my controllers. The most that you would ever see on my controllers and my um and my consoles and stuff is dust. You'd only really see dust. Even my discs, like I really try to handle my discs properly. I don't like touching the bottoms. Um and then I saw my sisters and I got some of the stuff for my sisters because they don't play games anymore. And like I mean the cord that I'm using now, which by the way I tried cleaning it and it just didn't clean. It's like there was some gunk all over the fucking cable. And it's like, what did you do? How did you do this? How is there this gunk all over the thing? And I tried for hours to get it out, and it didn't come out of the cable. And I'm actually using it right now because that's the best cable I actually have. It's the best component cable I have. And it's like, how? How do you do this? What did you spill on it? Like, did you fucking spill, like, beer or something on it? How do you do this? And I can't say shit because I'm not necessarily the cleanest person. Sometimes I don't clean up after myself in my room. Outside of my room, I... Wait, what? 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 How did you double do that? Like, what? To me, that's just like, how and why? How and why would you ever want to treat your stuff like that? I mean, I don't do things like I usually don't bring drinks into my room, though to be fair, I only drink water. I did bring a drink into my room yesterday because I had some hot chocolate and I wanted to, you know, chill a bit. But I got one speck of, I got one speck on my sheets. And that's about it. I am really fucking anal when it comes to, like, eating cleanly. The worst thing is that I know it's a meme that some people use game discs as coasters, but people actually do it. And that's like, well, yeah, it's mine. I bought it. And then I'm just like, yeah, you bought it with how much fucking money? And you're just asking for it to die. Well, it's my money. I bought it with my money. I'm sure you're also the kind of person that when you get mad, you throw your headset and break it and have to spend another $150 just to get another one. It's like, well, it's my money. And I don't know about you, but I don't even like throwing something that's $10. Because it's like, should I throw and break something out of anger? Should I throw something and break it out of anger? When, if I want it back, I'm going to have to pay this amount of money to get it back. And it's like, I mean, maybe if I had the money, then, yeah. I've broken a controller as well when I was younger. If you technically consider technical problems, like when I've opened up some of my controllers, like, yeah, I've broken a couple. But I've never done it out of anger. It was always because there was something wrong with the controller and I was trying to fix it. Which is completely different. When you're opening it up and trying to fix it and you break it, at that point it was already kind of broken. So you're not losing as much because you probably were going to need to get a new controller anyways. And at that point it's like, yeah, I'm going to cave in and get the new stuff. The one controller that I technically broke in my childhood was one of my original Xbox controllers, maybe even two of them, because when I would get angry, I would squeeze my controller. And eventually, like, the sides did crack on it, and I know it doesn't work anymore. But when I was actually using it, it was fine. Actually. But I was like, I don't know, 11 years old. I threw my laptop once, out of anger. I knew that wasn't gonna work. I knew it was gonna drop the jump. Um, however, uh, the laptop was actually connected because it was charging, and it just kind of like rebounded and reached my bed. So it didn't break, and then I instantly thought like, oh shit, what the fuck if it broke? Like, yeah, it was a shitty laptop, but at the same time, it was like, oh fuck. That would mean that I'd have to go back to the netbook, and let me tell you something about netbooks. You don't want to use them. They're bad. Was Chase your brother and forgot you were wearing a headset? See, a lot of my stuff, like with my headsets, and the reason why they tend to get kind of bad is because I wear my headsets all the time, and I'm extremely fucking clumsy. So, like, yeah, I know, I'm clumsy as fucking I speedrun an input-heavy game. Ah! Case in point. So, like, eventually it wears, and then it drops, and we have a puppy now. But my parents currently are gone, and they take the puppy with them when they go to camp. They have a campground that they go to every weekend. And like pretty much every single time that I have dropped my headset in recent times has been 100% due to the fact that she just tackles me or headbutts me, which she does that a lot. She's big. And she's a jumper as well. So she jumps, and then sometimes she headbutts my chin, and that makes my headset drop on the ground, and I get pissed. And then I yell at her, and I'm like, "No, you don't fucking do this!" And then I pick my headset up, and then I angrily storm back into my room. Is sliding off of that mushroom even faster? Because like usually I get to that usually I get to the gem at like 57 by doing the slide off of the mushroom. When I what I did just there with the glitched high was I was 2 seconds faster, and I'm not sure if um it might be because of my movement. But like I seem to get a better time when I do a glitched high over the mud pit. And there's a pretty good chance that it's just because of how I do my movement that it's faster than actually like whether or not it's actually faster. Like right now I'm basically at my old pace, what I used to get when I was actively doing runs in pits, which would be exiting the bonus at about 2 minutes in. Of course, I lost like shit tons of time there because I messed up, but that's beside the point. And I'm still ahead. And that's another thing about like just movement in general is that sometimes based on your movement and spacing, certain strats can actually be faster for you. Um And like, while I haven't been able to get exact direct evidence of it, I'm pretty sure that like my movement and spacing is totally different from like everybody else's because of the way I zigzag and assess. So like a lot of the times, like say, I'm pretty sure that Groovy and Boomfan have similar spacing because they do the same zigzag and assess. But Boomfan's a little bit more, what's it called? Boomfan's cleaner, so he technically would go further than Groovy, especially because. Buenas, Master Chief. ¿Cómo estás? I think I think that Boomfan would push ahead, but based on a lot of the stuff that I've seen from some of the strats used nowadays, it's like I'm pretty sure that sometimes they are slower for me. Ah, joder. Bien, bien, como... estoy bien. Es en serio, joder. Split, por favor, joder. Eh, he desayunado hoy y me siento bien, me siento bien. That was a really lag thing. Though one of the things that might make it different is that most people at the start of Turtle Woods, for example, tend to have an extra slide and then an NSS, whereas I don't use that at all. That may that may make the difference. Luego voy a jugar multi con Avilés. Pero no sé cuándo. Me dijo temprano y nada más. Y cuando, cuando escucho temprano, me pienso en a a las 5 o a las 6 en la mañana. Damn it. Why the hell did I press triangle there? I can't check to see what boxes break because of that. No, that wouldn't have made it. Sometimes I fail groovy strats there. I don't like that, but hey. Uf. A las 8, a las 10. Tiene razón. Mientras no sé. Y sí, el plasma. Pero a él es un poco luego, muy tarde. Creo que creo que duerme a las 5 o a las 6 en la mañana. Joder. Ah, got the lag. Exacto. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué haces eso? No. Joder. 18. F. Muy lento. Grande. Normalmente me levanto a las 6 o a las 7. Yeah, normally I wake up between like 6 and 7 in the morning. Normally. But I do prefer to wake up at 5 in the morning if I can help it because I just like being up in the morning. I'm a morning person. I mean, why else would I stream at like this time? ¿Tienes tanta voluntad para eso? Creo que sí. Mm, sí te entiendo. No, no tengo ninguna razón para despertar a, a ese tiempo. Es que me gusta levantar. Me gusta levantar muy temprano. Y nada más. Can't go that way. Break the box, thank you. Best seg. Though my best seg is like... my old best seg I think is 304. For Hang 8. I couldn't remember what the name of the level was. Ah, ¿es en serio? ¿Dónde está mi gira? Joder. Mi spin. Nope, I was too late on that. I'm gonna have to wait an extra cycle now. Yep. Slide. I haven't been getting that stick recently. Kind of sucks. Get the mask! Ah! Estamos en la puta pandemia, tío. Joder. Tienes que coger su mask. Ponga su mask, joder. Oh shit. A sub 1350? Sub 1350? I think I got my mojo back. No. This is a sub. This is a sub 1350. I got my mojo back. Let's fucking go. Claxy, what's your average warp one, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, hijo de puta. Since my old average before I stopped running the game seriously was 1350. Between 1350 and 14 minutes. sometimes on really good runs I would get 1330s. I was on the cusp of getting uh I was on the cusp of getting 1330s consistently. With my best warp 1 being a 1320. Or like a mid 1320. I think it was a 1324 or something. But that wouldn't reflect on these splits because these are older splits. Yep. This is a sub 1350. My first sub 1350 in 5 years, I think. Bueno, va a ser muy divertido el multi. Quizás voy a streamearlo. No sé. Por favor. Por favor. Ah! Okay. First try. Primer intento, idiota. Let's go. Let's fucking go, dude. Another best seg? What? And still, I genuinely cannot believe that I've been ahead for almost this entire run. What the fuck is up with this lag? What the hell? ¿Qué ha pasado con el lag? Nah, la puta madre. Puta caja. Pues obviamente sí puedo hablar en español. Sí puedo hablar español como eso cuando estoy jugando este juego. Estoy muy cómodo. Joder. Pero un amigo me dijo que cuando hablo más lento suena más natural cuando hablo más rápido. No pasa nada. Es time loss. Y por eso he estado intentando hablar Más lento. Sí, tiene razón. Sí, tiene sentido. Ah, la puta madre. Vale, todo bien. Coge la gema. Joder, Crash. Okay. Yeah, especially with school starting up soon, I've been wanting to try to practice my Spanish a lot more. Which is why I'm trying to speak it more often. Even though, like, the majority of people that watch my stream don't speak any Spanish whatsoever. But I mean, people who've been watching me for a while now know I like languages. So it was only natural that at some point I was going to start attempting. Ah, damn it. I tried. I failed, but I tried. No, la puta madre! Damn it. Break the box. That's gonna be tight. Nope. No pasa nada. I've been streaming for like almost 3 hours now. There's still so much time save in the rest of the run that it's like, I mean, what? So if I reset after this point, I'm most likely gonna be done with the stream. However, like, I mean, this stream has pretty much been a success. Like, I I spun too early. This stream has been a success. Like, I have 100% been getting a lot of my skill back. Get the box! Yeah, I'm resetting the run. But 100%, like, I have regained a lot of my skill, I just need more practice. I just need more practice and I need to learn more. And then I'm pretty much like... And then I'm pretty much golden. Damn it. I did the spin way too late. If I did the spin earlier, I probably would have been fine. Like that. It's not that hard. I kind of came up with the movement for it um during during a couple of my previous attempts. Like where I shouldn't even have issues with it anymore. It's just it's mostly just that fix I need to fix my abilities and stuff. Fix my abilities. I need to get more comfortable actually playing the fucking game again. Because I'm still not fully used to playing the game as much as I was back in 2015, 2016 when I got my PB. So I need to be a lot more on the ball. Damn. It do be like that sometimes. Those are going to be in the water and pop right back up as soon as I get here. Yep. Pretty much. That's going to drop down as soon as I land on it. Oh, la puta madre. Go right through the middle. There we go. That's a good cycle. That's how the cycles are supposed to go. That's how it's supposed to go. Yeah, I'll probably do some more like attempts and stuff offline. And well, not attempts offline, but I might do a little bit of practice offline. Depends. So yeah, let's see if there's anybody that I can host. Probably not, but if there is somebody that I can host, I'm gonna host them. I'm not doing it offline attempts. That's boring. I don't like offline attempts, not because it's just that I think they're boring. That's the only reason why I don't do them. No, I don't see anybody. So yeah, that's the end of the stream. See ya.